wolves you've come into contact with, but they're interesting creatures if you've not seen them before, for sure.
Could I do a check, some kind of check to understand how much worth the pelts would have?
I mean, you can guess just based on general market sense. I would say, though, if you're trying to sell their pelts, you'd need to kill them in one hit. Like, if you were going to hunt them for that, what you guys have created here would have no value.
Or about, like, their teeth or bones, anything?
You're not sure, especially with the market that you find yourself in. I mean, you can collect that stuff if you'd like, make a note of it, but there's not really anything to base it off of. And wherever you've been before, that market is much different from this one for sure.
Okay, being a sage, where would I be able to go to get that kind of information?
Well, you could just go to any store and just ask. So there's a Bildrass Mercantile Shop to the east. Lovely establishment. And then there are shops in Valaki as well.
So you're saying it's not worth it to take the time to skin these? That I would know.
Skinning these things? No, they've been mutilated. I mean, Jesus, look at Vimrak's axe, and then tell me that there's any kind of.
He didn't hit all of them.
No, but the ones he did.
There's like one good one left.
I mean, clean cuts, sure, but.
Yeah, Vimrak, you were aiming directly for the neck on each one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were just going clean cut all the way through.
Big time.
Yeah, I just scared them with my voice.
Yeah, they're frightened. It ruins the pelt when they've been stressed before death.
Vimrak could, use a new hat, right?
Maybe skin one and then let's find this Visanti camp, because I don't know how many more thunderclaps you got in you, but I'm
infinite.
Oh, okay.
Cantrip.
I would like to take a few teeth and some claws if I can.
Yeah, just make a note of how many you'd like. Within reason, you find plenty of teeth and claws that are intact.
I'll the one with the least damaged head. I'll see if I can go about skinning its face off.
Okay. I mean, with any kind of, we'll say that'll take a couple minutes.
Should I do like a roll, like a survival or something?
No, I don't. It's not going to be of any sort of high quality unless you have any kind of profession background in something along those lines.
See what I've got. I know I've got some good profession. Is that under tool proficiency, leatherworker's tools? So I know leatherworking.
Sure. You can get a pretty reasonable wolf face off.
Cool. Back for later. And then, is there any other skin, pelts that seem decent?
No.
Okay.
No.
Fair enough. Shall we continue?
Yes. So you said the Visanti camp is forward and to the north?
Yes, so left and right at the fork. So if you guys would like to move through, you can, and then if need be, I can change maps.
I'm sorry, you don't do passive perception?
I haven't, but I also am not like, oh, you guys missed 50 things. I'm fine with passive perception. It just, to me, it's kind of like if something is abnormal and I don't necessarily want you to always find it, I prefer that role in those unique situations. But I assume that if there's something that you can miss, I'm gonna make it apparent in some way, so you're not gonna
Well, I guess I'd
just
rather just know if I should be, like, stating that I'm...
constantly. No,
Yeah.
no. I'll make it apparent that there might be some. I'd rather you roll and fail and be like you don't see anything, and then maybe move that thing later, or just be like, sorry, you missed it. In my head, as opposed to have to have you guys perpetually looking. But I do like when you look for something specific, or if you're trying to obviously do something specific with perception, then I can run with that and potentially make it advantageous. Like,
So I guess I'm just, I am very aware of, like, watching for further attacks as we go down the road, because I'm at this point pretty paranoid.
Okay, yeah, and that's easy too. That's preferred as well. If you're like, if you state something like that or have that intention from the beginning, then it's much less likely that you're going to be startled or caught off guard by something. So
Yeah, I'll definitely have my nose sensor on and sniffing for more.
No
Wolves.
sensor.
Jesus, can't wait to find a place to get you some bad batteries or some shit.
I'm gonna switch over to
These
Paladin so
batteries.
I can just divine sense the shit out of everything.
Okay. Rena's moving up. She's hanging out next to big axe guy, / kind of in the middle of the group.
So are we splitting up here, or Siri, race?
As you guys get to this sort of general area, you'll notice, oddly kind of stands out, there's a lot of tracks. Royce, you notice this specifically sort of in this area and then sort of up against this rock here. There looks to be some like fresh dig marks or some fresh tampering, if you will, with kind of the rocks and the soil in this area. It does look like the wolves were doing it, oddly enough. There might be something buried or something taken or something
Can I take
there.
a look around and just see what
It doesn't.
where-
Yeah, if you walk up to it, it looks like there's a sort of a poorly dug hole, and then there is an odd sort of trinket or item, if you will, that seems to be sort of dirtily covered in, like maybe partially broken. Roll me a D100.
Damn it, I'm not trying to hit that button, sorry.
do you want?
Before he gets too close, I'll tell him, check for traps.
It looks like it is a very small, like what we would consider like maybe almost like business card sized book, but very well made. The outside's pretty filthy, but if you do pick it up, do you pick it up?
No, I do not want to touch it. I want to, any traps. Let's see if there's any kind of magical.
You don't
enchantment.
notice nothing like that you notice. There's nothing. Just it looks. You would assume, like, you're very confident that it's something that the dire wolves or a dire wolf was fucking with or tampering with. Why it's here, what it does, you have no idea. But there's no like immediate like danger that you're sensing.
Okay. Well, I will bring it to the attention of the group.
Okay.
I'll go over and pick it up.
Okay. Do you open it?
First, I want to look at the outside of the book. I want to get an idea of kind of what I
Sure.
can glean just from the outside.
So
Do
you
we
would
do perception
no, it's fine. It's you consider it in terms of the book quality to be in the very high percentile, like of time taken to make this. Like high craftsmanship, a lot of time, a lot of effort. Not necessarily money. It's not made of anything ornate, but it is like a very well bound leather booklet, if you will. Small, very peculiar. There's nothing that you can think of that you would use it for by default. But on the outside, it's kind of like a dark blue, sort of like midnight colored leather, if you will. It's been dyed over
Oh.
time.
titles or names or anything on it?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna, just in case, take a step back, and also kind of like show it to Rena and be like, "Have you seen anything like this before?"
She's like, where the hell did you find that? Was that in the ground?
Yeah.
No. I have no idea. But I never doubt the weird things that people can find or bring in or claim to have. But I don't know what that is.
Dude, let me some books. I'm gonna open it up.
Okay.
First page.
It is blank. And the second, and the third, and every other page that you quickly open it to, going forward. It feels as though it's never been opened before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the first page and I'm going to write down hello.
What are you using to write?
My pen.
It strikes you as odd immediately where it doesn't seem to work. Like you kind of shake the pen, do anything you would do to get it going again. The ink may be coming out, but it's not sticking to these pages.
Fascinating. Oh, we have a book that we can't write in. It has nothing in it, apparently. Does anyone have a ability to detect magic?
Those magic attune are just as puzzled. It's up to you if you'd like to hold on to it or not, as a group or as an individual. But there's nothing that anybody would recognize or would from their history or their knowledge of, like, I think that's what this is. In terms of magic or evil, it's not giving off any just overtly horrible vibes, but it is definitely odd in placement, and obviously normal pens, writing utensils don't seem to be working.
The direwolves are trying to either find this or get rid of it. It seems like we may want to hold on to it.
Yeah, especially if those wolves are from Strahd. This is either important to him or dangerous to him, I'd imagine.
I want to put it in my backpack for now.
Okay, just keep it on a character. I just need to know who has it.
I have an idea
Most
about
of
the book.
everyone's books.
Okay.
What if it requires something a little bit more valuable than ink to write in it?
Like blood?
Perhaps blood.
Well, I don't have any of that, so when you guys want to donate?
I can do it.
I have some from the direwolves.
Yes, you do.
Direwolf blood? Valuable?
Well, we can try theirs first, and then if not, we can open some up.
I'll open it up
Okay.
and kind of hold it out.
I'll take my freshly minted axe full of direwood blood,
Okay.
and I'll just make like a slash, or not a slash, but I'll write in the book with the edge of my axe.
What are you going to write?
I'll write hello.
Okay. You start to write the H of hello, and the ink sort of moves itself, not only to like a perfect center of the top of the page, but changes the letter to the word S I assume that you continue to write the word hello or something, and it spells the word sleep. So whatever you write, it is sort of reconfiguring your writing into the word sleep.
Okay. I'll
Wait, keep on writing. See what happens.
yeah, I'll keep on writing.
Okay. So you take a couple more seconds. What are you going to write now?
I'll write my name, Vemrak.
Okay. So as you start to write the V of Vimrak, the S starts to disappear. However, nothing else seems to be like shown further. And you're not sure if there's a correlation between your writing and the word sleep disappearing. But over the next couple seconds, as you're trying to write your name, the word sleep simply disappears.
Okay. Interested.
Try writing wake up.
Okay, I'll try writing wake up.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
Page is
Shake
clean
the
as
book a
if
little
blood
bit.
has never been on it. You shake the book.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake a little bit and say, "Wake up!"
The book is shaken, and you say "wake up," which echoes for 100 miles. I'm just kidding.
Everyone knows where we are.
1,300 direwolf calls out.
I'll make a small prick on my finger and I'll press it against the page and I'll write sleep.
Okay. Wherever you write sleep, and the new color of your blood, if it's slightly different hue of red, the same word in the same font becomes visible now at the very center, at the very top of the page. The word sleep is written. So whatever you write sleep in your like handwriting, if you will, it kind of like changes and goes up to the top of the book in the original font that it was shown before. For the sake of liking mystery but not wasting anyone's time, there's not much more you guys can figure out with this at this point, but do just keep note of it, and any kind of ideas, let me know. But if you write something else or wait, it seems like after a certain period of time the word sleep just disappears. If you write in other people's blood or write something else, the only thing that ever appears is the word sleep in blood, and then it goes away after a couple, we'll say like 15 or 20 seconds.
Well, I got the book in my inventory for now.
Okay.
Close it. Put it away. Let's continue on.
Hey, Shatner.
What's up?
Do you remember what that charisma item I had was?
It was roll. It was a +1 or like a re-roll of any charisma.
I'm trying to remember what the item was because it got
Was
deleted.
it the stone of the +1 stone of luck stone?
No,
It was the cloak.
yeah, sort.
Through.
Let me see.
You ever use it?
I did. I know because I used it and it was on cooldown and it got deleted from my character sheet. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell it was.
I think I know where I found it. Give me 1 second.
Sorry, I'm just...
No, you're good.
You got that from Rahadin, right?
No, I had it before Rahadin because I used it on someone else.
It's called a glamour weave cloak, or glamour
Okay.
weave. The garment allows a player to roll a d4 anytime they make a persuasion or performance check, and add that amount
Got
to
it.
their overall
I
skill
found
check.
it. Cool.
Cool. Yep.
I'm trying to rebuild my inventory while we do stuff, just because I
No, you're
lost
good.
all of it.
I'm giving you guys a lot of random shit.
Oh. You know, it's probably from your level up if you had
Yeah,
items
yep.
checked.
Well, because I don't. I'm used to being the DM and not having to worry about shit. So.
Because don't forget,
Mhm.
you guys found a set of keys as well.
From what?
You guys found Rahadan's keys?
Yeah, we have mystery keys in the party loot.
Yes. I would say every session go just peek in there, because I'll plant plenty of random shit that I have no problem with doing nothing with or getting them all resolved. So, cool. So I will bring you guys to this. At the fork in the road.
Whoa.
At the fork in the road, Arena is very confident that going to the right is where what she calls the Tesser pool. Do you guys see, like, right here where it says 1 square, 5 feet?
No.
Okay. Good. So she calls it the Tesser pool, and that's where she said there's a large Visanti camp where the woman that you're looking for is possibly from. She's not specifically familiar with her. She's never met her, but she's confident that there's a large Visanti camp. As you guys continue down this road, I'll show you on the game map the fork. So you get to the fork, the main road heads this way to sort of the southwest. At this point too, you see a mountain start. So where you see these little hash marks, that's the start of a mountain. You guys are going to kind of follow the mountain down back towards the river and find yourself towards this camp. So I just assumed that you guys would not just run up to the camp and kind of keep to the woods as best you can. So I've placed you on the left side of the road here in the woods, far enough back to where you can do whatever you want. I just have to get you on the map at some point. So this is what you guys kind of see. There is a party going on. Even after the wolf and the travel, let's just say it's just maybe it's like it's right around noon. You know, it's the peak of lunchtime, if you will. There are multiple Visanti around a booming fire. And there's kind of music being played, there's chit chat going on. What you see is what you got. There's multiple tents, there's multiple carts. Looks like a relatively permanent sort of setup overall, but it could be packed up quickly. Of note, there is a larger tent back here. I want to make sure all of you can see that. And then there are a bunch of draft horses. I'll move all of you over just so you can see them. A bunch of draft horses up against the water, kind of grazing / drinking. So you guys can do with this situation as you'd like.
I think we were invited here, weren't we?
No, we were just told we were suggested that we go here for answers.
But, like, by some Visanti. It's not like we're just showing up. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. They told us to come here. Well, you guys just want to walk in?
Yeah, I mean, I have no hostile intent here.
I'm AFK. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
You guys want to take a
explore.
quick? You guys want to take a quick, like 5-minute break?
Sure. I
Yo.
go to the
Cool.
bathroom.
Let's do it.
Be right back.
Yeah, let's do a quick file.
So how's the baby doing?
Oh, he's good. I don't have much to compare it to. First one, but
How are you doing?
It's hit or miss days. I mean, I've been off this whole time. Like, I'm taking full advantage of California paid family leave. So
Oh yeah.
that's been really nice. But mostly the biggest stress is like trying to go back to work and do all this as well. But it's really nice that I still have 5 weeks off. So, yeah. I mean, he's obviously he's not sleeping through the night by any means, but he is relatively predictable. Like, kind of just fill him up with milk, and he typically knocks out for 4 hours or so, and wake him
Holy
up,
shit.
feed him.
I wish I would have had one of those.
Yeah, I mean, right now, my wife can't. She just can't pump enough. Like,
Yeah.
so she's trying to. We were trying to just go just breast milk, but I'm like, listen, we had 2 nights. It was the worst where. He's just upset because he's hungry and there's just no consoling. So I'm like, we need to get formula, and she's hormonal and she wants to
Feeling
provide
like a horrible mother
a
because she's
piece
not
of shit.
making
Yeah,
milk.
so I'm
I'm
like,
terrible.
listen,
It's
babe,
like, no,
I'll give you 2 days, but like at some point, like it's just better for him to obviously have enough. And he weighed in twice underweight, which is typical and not with any kind of like large percentile, but it's just another stress on her.
Well, there's
So
so
we
much
gotta
pressure. Like, I feel like there's this
so
pressure
much.
on women that, like, oh, if you don't perfectly feed your baby immediately, you're just like a shit human being. And it's
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of understand like some moms just from the beginning are like, I'm not gonna do it, because it's just like they don't want to deal with it. So plus right now it's like there's all these like massive recalls on formula, and of course everything is just fucking crazy expensive, and like, what's the best? And this is my opinion. So long story short, we found one, we tried it. He can't process it. He's insanely constipated, which makes nights even worse because he's just like, he literally doesn't sleep. He like sleep twitches, sleep moans, sleep grunts, so we're like, okay, we got to go to a like an easier digestible one, which now it's like, great, easily digestible means corn syrup is its base, which is phenomenal, to start on. But it's always the lesser of 2 evils. Like, we're still only cutting breast milk by like a third, if that. So it's 2/3 breast milk, 1/3 formula. So she's trying to make cookies and drink lactation stuff and whatever. I'm like, yeah, do your thing. Because it's nice is like her cousin had a baby 4 days before, so they're like able to talk because they're on the exact same road. My sister has 2 kids; they're close, and of course, like not of course, but like her mom is very close, like in terms of geographically, and then my mom's only like an hour away, so we have a ton of help, which is great. But so we're just trying to figure out the formula thing, but we switched over to that other one, and it's helping a lot. Today I just get him milk drunk and he knocks out, and then it's basically just a normal day. So
does he sleep in the room with you guys?
It's all over the place. So
have you done the thing where you like wake up in a start because you can't hear the baby breathing and you're freaked out, and then you realize I'm just insane?
Because he hasn't really crib slept much at all. Especially now when he's constipated, he refuses to be on his back. It just like is really uncomfortable for him, you can tell.
Yeah.
So we've co-slept / like he sleeps in this little like pillow thing with us on the couch. Like, we're kind of just like wing it because we have nothing to do the next day. It's like, it doesn't really matter to us. So it's kind of like whatever is best to get him to knock out. But I try, and if I'm on night duty, I try and get him into the crib because he needs to get used to it eventually. but my wife typically just falls asleep in him somewhere, and I'm like, I'm not going to wake him up until I have to.
I'm
So
not gonna poke that bear. Jesus.
yeah, it's like, why? Yeah, she's like, we should move him. I'm like, why would you fucking move him? Like early on, you know? She's like, he's in the car seat, he's asleep, he's uncomfortable. I'm like, if he's asleep, he's not uncomfortable. Like, those
Oh.
words don't go together. So, but
Sorry
other
to
than
everybody else for the baby minute. I'm just.
no, it's been easy overall. I would say there's no like, we got out of the hospital in a day and a half. Like, there's no massive issues, so I'm very happy. So, are we all back?
Yes, sir.
Sterling? Yes. Cool.
I'm here.
Awesome. You guys just want to kind of meander on down the road and walk up to the party?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys get closer and closer, you smell the unique and it's been a while since you've smelled like this fresh cooked food on open fire. You can smell the alcohol in the air. You can hear the songs. They sound very unique. They're not anything familiar to, I would say, any of you, but they're fun. There's just a party going on. So as you guys get within sort of like talking distance, if you will, like Arena's a bit unsure just because she kind of has mentioned, and you're gonna get the idea, like Visanti to her very hit or miss. Some will say they're just Strahd spies, some will say they are the merchants, they take advantage of some, others are like, hey, there's enough of them that there's different types of people across the board. So she's just a bit timid, but seems confident enough to like come up with you guys. So we'll say this Visanti gentleman here closest to you. Let me get fuck, I should have had, I thought I did a name ready. Give me a second.
Why do they all look like the lead singer of Smash Mouth?
Right. So the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of coming and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to clouds boiling above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake, several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much taller tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. A mournful stain of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge.
What was the name of the lady we were? Did we get a
Madam
name?
Ava.
Madam Ava. Okay.
Yes.
I'll call
Sorry,
out.
I'm looking for a name here. I thought I had some names I could use. Hold on. Let me find a cool Visanti name really quick.
Bob.
Gitano name generator. I mean, they're not gypsies. That would be racist.
Kind of looks like a Kevin to me. Every one of them.
Like a Jerry.
Do you have the version of the book that says that they like drinking, or the one where they took that out?
No, I have the better one where they're basically gypsies.
Okay.
Yeah, the racially motivated one. I don't have
not
the
reprint.
Strahd Reformed or Reloaded or whatever it's
the hell
called.
it's called.
Yeah. We'll call him Pavel.
Is it Pavel or Pavel?
Pavel. This gentleman here, he's got a drink in his hand. He's kind of talking with the group close to him. He turns around. He goes, visitors, welcome to our camp. Please, you're just in time for lunch. You look, and now he kind of like gets a full look at the group. Some of you look kind of banged up a bit, not at full health, a bit weary, a bit tired. You haven't slept. He goes, yes, you guys look to be in need of some good food and possibly some good company. Please come in. And starts to kind of like call out to others that are close to grab drinks. You guys can kind of move up where you'd like. Arena's going to kind of step up near this this wagon here. She'll take a drink. He introduces himself as Pavel. He goes, please come in near the fire if you need. We don't have spare beds, but feel free to rest around here if you'd like. We typically welcome travelers that mean us no harm. And gives out a sweet-smelling wine. It's actually rather tasty, considering the things you've seen or come across so far in the area. It's of a higher quality than what's been distributed since you've been in Barovia.
I gotta go. These are just tokens, right? They don't all look alike.
Yes, they are.
They're clones.
Sorry. They are
Thank you.
all. They're all clones.
Just making sure.
Let's see.
We have found Mansoon's hidden camp. Bum bum bum.
I can do. I can do here. I can do here. I can do here. I can do here. Boom, boom, boom,
Oh, cool.
boom.
Okay.
And then here, boom. Maybe one more of these guys. There you go.
So there's the set of quintuplets, set of twins, some old guy.
All right. We're doing wisdom.
I was rolling something for myself.
Okay, gotcha. So
Toto
Pavel
was smart
introduces
enough not
himself
to
here.
ask the question he was going to ask.
He goes, please take a seat around our fire. We love good stories, and the food is almost ready. If you don't mind, yeah, just come make yourselves at home. We can discuss trade or whatever you might be up to in the future. But it looks as though you could all use a bit of a break.
Thank you.
He
I'll
does
go
pass
ahead.
around some like pretty nice mugs. They are all, like I said, they have this sweet sort of grape tasting wine in them. The fire is going. The Visanti here, closest to the fire, they are taking note. You're pretty noticeably a robot in general, right? Observer, are you trying
I've
to
got
hide?
like a kind of cloak on. I'm not like trying to hide it, but it's
Okay.
if someone's looking, they're gonna see my glowing blue eyes.
Your
Okay.
eyes are glowing blue, mine are just white.
Gotcha.
I don't have any eyes.
We have a real
eyes.
eye problem in
Over
this
on
part of
it.
the...
Fucking eye issues around here. So we'll say this Visanti here kind of looks up. He's been in a conversation with the guy to the north of him, and he kind of looks over and kind of gives you like a kind of just a smile, kind of like a welcoming look, and then sort of taken back a bit as he's just like quizzically looking, and then says, "I apologize. I where are you from?"
Me?
Yes.
Oh shit.
You're from a
Kinda
different
from all
lore
over the
setting.
place.
What was that, observer?
I'm kind of from all over the place, but I know there's a place Warforged. Oh, Warforged.
You're from Eberron, right?
Yeah.
Which is not
Yeah,
in Forgotten Realms, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I've been traveling a bunch, but I was made in Eberron.
Sounds
you
like
say-
it is in a Forgotten Realm.
Hey, Spelljammer's coming back.
I don't know what that is.
So Eberron and Forgotten Realms are two different campaign settings.
Okay.
I'm being a super nerd.
I expect that. He looks up and goes, "Whoa, I've done quite a bit of travels in my life, and I can't say I've seen one that has your appearance. So welcome. Please enjoy the drink. And kind of just continues to just converse with the gentleman he was talking to the north. Arena, for those that are closest to Toto, there's a woman that kind of approaches her and offers her, and there's just some small chit chat going back and forth. And Arena is coming off is pretty stale, if you will, pretty not off-putting, but definitely not giving away more than she has to. Overall, Pavel, being the closest, kind of looks to you, Toto, and is like, yes, here, take some drink. Enjoy the company. Where might you be traveling to, or from, I should say?
We came from... That was Barovia, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is blanking. We left Barovia in a hurry under not great circumstances, and we met, I think, some of your kinsmen, and were looking to speak with Madame Ava, if possible, on our way to the next village over.
You remember that the Visanti that you met in the tavern there were not very welcoming and pretty shifty, if you will, overall. This Pavel character, hearing about the Visanti and Barovia, kind of like spits on the floor and he goes, they give us a bad name, but yes, Madame Ava does reside here, but I wouldn't hurry yourselves unless you have somewhere to be. If you take some time around here, please don't feel rushed, but I'm happy that they got you here, but I apologize for any crashness or harshness they may have given off. They've not come around to our camp in quite a long time, but to each his own. So yes, if you must speak with her now, Madame Ava is in the tent, and he kind of points across the camp to the larger, very much so like permanent looking tent. She goes, she is there. But yes, if as I said, we love stories, and there's plenty of food and drink here, if you wish.
Well, thank you. I think I'll confer with my friends before we decide exactly what to do, but I'll definitely, I raise my glass to him.
Okay.
Enjoy the wine.
Yeah, he makes contact with it, and says you as well, kind of looks over at you, Vemrak and Royce, and kind of like just gives a nod, and then he'll kind of like move over to this part, and then just talk with this group over here.
I want to ask Arena, how are you holding up right now?
She is no longer in like an active conversation with the other Visanti. They've kind of just said their hellos. She's just kind of quietly sipping at her drink. I think once she tries it, she maybe is to the point of gulping now. Once you sort of arrive, it looks like it's mostly gone. She looks up, almost like you startled her, as if she was in deep thought, and goes, well, shakes a deep breath, like about as best I guess I could. I don't really know what to think, and I imagine over the next couple days and weeks this will hit me fully. I just can't believe what's transpired over the last 24 hours and how much death I've seen. I don't know what the future looks like, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. And she looks up now, making like eye contact, and just says, I can't thank you and your parties. I can't thank you and your friends enough for what you've done. I just appreciate it. Hopefully I can be some use and maybe some help going forward, but I just don't know what the future holds.
Well, I think we're gonna have to sort some things out. We're not from here, but obviously there are problems here that need solving. So you're welcome to, or at least from my side, you're welcome to travel with us, or if we can help you, just let us know. Can't imagine what you're going through, but well, maybe I can, but like, we're here for you. Will you be okay if we talk to this Madame Ava?
Yes, yeah, I think I'll move over, maybe to that cart. She kind of points over here, so maybe near the horses. That, if you don't mind, I might be within an eye shot, if you will, or at least able to yell out if I need anything. I don't know these people, and my father typically talked poorly of them overall, but I always figured that was more political than in reality. So. Yeah, of course, you guys do what you must. I've been, an emotional and physical burden is enough for one day. So don't let me stop you.
I'll come over and kind of just whisper to Toto. Should we be bringing her here?
And I just kind of look back at you and shrug, like, I don't know, but I don't know what else we can do. Like, strangers in a strange land. I think we gotta, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'll turn back to Arena, and just say, let us, if you need anything, let us know. Let me know. We can try to help however we can.
Yeah, she'll nod and kind of finish off the glass. If you assume that the glasses were all poured similarly, she just downed a very large amount of alcohol. If you compared it to the size of your cup, but she does sort of make her way over to this area, and then just is like making small talk with one of the Visanti here. She does sort of grab. I'll say, Toto, you're kind of watching her at this point move. She does sort of try and grab your attention with like a hand gesture. And she tries to do something where she's like trying not to be obvious, but she's pointing at the cart. And she does like a hands together, kind of like a sleep sort of like gesture, and she kind of points like someone is sleeping inside this cart. And she kind of does like a shoulder nod, like kind of just so you know, there's more here, it seems, in the cart as well that she's noticed.
I'll just kind of do that like smile and wave type thing, like to make sure that she knows that I saw her, but not in a way like I'm trying to be kind of just like, oh yeah, hey,
yeah,
have fun,
nonchalant
but like
about it. Yeah. All right.
So I've moved back by everybody else. So I could equally go for trying to get some rest or talk to Madame Ava. What do you all want to do right now?
Rest would probably be good.
Yeah, I think rest would be on the table.
I'm gonna.
The organics can find some place to fall asleep.
I'll walk over to Pavel, which I think is this dude. And say, hey Pavel, we've had a bit of a rough night. Would you guys mind if we just kind of grab some shut-eye somewhere around here? Is that gonna be a problem?
Oh, he looks up. He's kind of pulled from a conversation he's in. He looks over and goes, "Oh yes, of course. Make yourselves at home. I can't offer you a bed per se. We don't have extras, but And then one of these guys over here kind of pipes up. He goes, "Ah, come on, Paul. They look like they've been through the fucking ringer. Just ask around who doesn't want a bed. Maybe they can stay there." there's kind of a murmur from these other two that are closest. They seem to a bit against the idea. And the guy that kind of brings it up is a bit caught off guard. I was like, oh well.
You know, hey, we got gear. You know, like we don't want to put any of you out. I think we can figure it out. But you know, if you could let Madame Ava know that we'd love to speak with her, you know, maybe this evening, I think that'd be, you know, fantastic. I'm not sure what I don't want to stand on ceremony or anything, but we'd love to have a chat with her later.
Oh yes, she very rarely leaves the tent. She's quite the character, and I assure you, if you talk to her now or talk to you later, she'll most likely know. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. And he kind of points in this general direction. He's like, if you want some warmth and to be, you know, covered, if you will, you can feel free to take this little clearing here. You know, in between the tents and the wagons, or feel free to walk down the river wherever you'd like. It's also flat over here to the east as well. So he's like, make yourselves at home. We party late, so if you want quiet, you may have to go further down. But yeah, make wherever you'd like to camp is fine.
I'll go ahead and right by the fire. Go ahead and rest.
Okay.
My
Is everyone
rest.
else gonna go? Where are you guys going?
I'm kind of quietly gonna say, should we maybe? This seems pretty friendly, but should we kind of treat this like a normal camp and watch situation and watch each other's backs while we all rest? Robots
I'm
excluded.
awake the entire time. Yeah. So if anything happens, I'll just snap out of my rest and wake you guys up.
For those that notice that Arena is on her second or possibly third glass now. Oh, Toto, you're approaching her. So she's on her second. You can tell she's kind of feeling it. She looks up and goes, Toto, what's the plan?
Well, you look like you're discovering at least one coping mechanism, which...
She looks up, not really processing the statement, but kind of on the same mindset, if you will. Is like, today's the day for drinking.
I'll say, do what you need. I think we're gonna each kind of recharge a little bit before we go talk to Madame Ava. So if it's fine by you, I'm just gonna kind of post up here and grab some shut-eye, and we're gonna regroup in a little bit once we've been able to recharge. You gonna be okay?
Yes, I'll be fine. I will be fine as long as I have the wine.
And I'm gonna just grab my bedroll and shove it behind my head and just like pass out next to this cart for a bit.
Okay. Vimrak, what are you guys doing besides Vimrak? So Observer, you're resting there. Royce, what are you doing? Vimrak, you want to speak to animals?
Yeah, I want to go over like to as far away as I can from the main group and see if I can talk to one of the horses.
Okay. What are you going to ask them? So when you pass by Madame Ava's front of the tent, there are some tapestries or there's some cloth kind of hanging down. You cannot see inside. As you do pass, though, you get the intense smell of like incense, and you can kind of sense you can sense an intense presence inside the tent. You notice it, but can continue to go and sort of find a horse. If you'd like to go further down, sort of behind the tent, it looks like there's really no reason why you couldn't.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just pick one, and let me know of the last two which one you'd like to speak with. Or you can just speak with any of them, right? Yeah, yeah, you're not choosing one. Okay. Limited of their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived from the past day. So the one here, You get what are their intelligence? Wow, 2. Okay. It has been in camp for the entirety of what you can perceive, so you're not sure how long he's been here. At least a day. And his obsession right now is sort of grass and water and sleep. The one here was more recently came into camp. Seems like maybe late in the night. Traveled a pretty far distance from what you can tell, but you're not exactly sure from where. Is there something that you're trying to find out specifically?
Yeah, I essentially I want to ask questions about the Visanti, about the camp, and Madame Eva, and just kind of get like the sense from the horses. Like what the vibe is around here. If it's kind of like a peaceful camp, if it's anything to worry about, are they good people, etc.
Okay, so from the horses' perspective, it's peaceful. It's generic, if you will. They are happy. They're well fed. They're well tended to. They all look to be in very good health. The fact that some of them have traveled and some of them haven't traveled recently plays into the fact that they're seen as traveling merchants. Some of these tents and wagons, you saw a lot of fresh wagon tracks and then old ones on your way in. So maybe this was one of the horses that had pulled one of these wagons more recently. You're not going to get much more than that overall. They haven't seen much on the road. The one that has traveled, your traveling experience on the road have been obviously filled with dire wolves and shit. Theirs seem rather different, so they kind of have a much more calm version of the road itself. Maybe the Visanti travel with a different respect or a different fear about them, or maybe there's just a lot of them, so they aren't fucked with or something, but there's not that same tension of travel. So it's a well-fed, well looked after horse, basically. One has traveled recently, one has not, and that would be kind of the general consensus if you went down the line about them. I wouldn't say you're going to get anything crazy. In terms of Madame Ava, there's no recollection of the woman. If there's an attempt to try and explain her or get an idea of like who lives in this tent, they've not seen or heard of anyone from that tent. They smell someone. There's a recollection of the smell maybe that you smelled as you walked by, but there's no personal interaction with another human, specifically within the tent or elsewhere.
Okay. All right. I'm good then.
Okay. Are you gonna sleep somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep with the horses.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask their permission if I can sleep next to them.
Yeah,
And
if they
could
do not seem to
watch
care.
my back while I sleep.
Okay. Royce, you're moving up and just kind of hanging out, sleeping next to Toto.
Yeah, I only need 4 hours to sleep, but yeah, I'd like to sleep.
Okay. So I will say that those that need to sleep fall asleep. Observer, you're still aware, like you can hear talking and stories.
Fully
Okay.
conscious.
So the Visanti around you, around the fire, start to tell one of these tales they talked about as you guys kind of first came into town. The cheer and the rambunctiousness kind of increases after the food is prepared. There's like a kind of a dull moment where everyone's just scarfing down food. They're eating like wild caught beasts. It seems to be prepared very well with exotic spices and things that you're unfamiliar with, even in your unfamiliarity with food itself. But the tale
I can still
that
eat.
I know, but you maybe just don't have the same connection to food as others do. So one of the Visanti that you've not had any kind of specific contact with at this point, we'll say it's the one specifically across from you at the fire. He goes, a mighty wizard came to this land. Well, let's say that he's telling you this story. He's not sure. or he's telling the newcomers. Let's say someone's like, "Oh, what's the best newcomer story?" And he kind of mentions this one. He says, "A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where they are now. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them into thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasants' army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to the precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet, by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivils had already spirited him away." Another Visanti goes, yeah, we've heard that one before, you and your wizard. And it kind of goes on maybe some deaf ears overall, but he seems content with the story and maybe is telling you because he thinks that you're listening. You are, but you're not. So do with that what you will. Is that Tommy?
Can I just interrupt for like?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What up, Tom?
Come on, dude. Yo, I'm assistant manager nowadays, dude.
Hell yeah, brother. Nice, dude.
Oh, we got a badass over here.
Let's see the rip, Tom. Rip it
Cheers,
up,
boys.
baby.
Cheers, boys.
That's a new one there.
Oh,
He's
my
assistant
one.
manager.
I broke it. It's
Yeah.
Like how I had to switch back to this Discord just so I could,
This is
get my
the
vicarious bong rip in. Oh, Jesus, what are we at? 109? Let me go write that down, because I'm finally recording now, so I'll edit that shit out.
Hey, you working out there, bro? Look at those biceps, dude. Oh, shit.
Whoa, save some pussy for the rest of us.
Yeah, you're trying to get a boyfriend now, huh?
Yo, hey, I
Hey.
kiss boys. I mean,
What?
Let's have a quad off. I'll win.
A quad off.
oh yeah, you will, bro. My legs are small as hell. On God,
Never skip leg day, man.
dude. I
I got a bar at home now with weights. I
You swung
baptized
all
it
that
by
and
deadlifting everything I bought. It was stupid.
I love how I heard the intro or the enter. And I'm like, it's got to be Tom, dude.
who else could it be?
Got to be fucking Tom. My Discord's all covered up. I'm like, oh man, it's been a while. Been a
Dude,
long
I haven't.
while, dude.
I haven't seen y'all in here.
Dude, I had a kid.
Huh?
Yeah, 3 weeks
Huh?
ago. Yeah, I have a baby. I know. You're assistant manager, and I had a baby.
Bro, congrats.
know,
That's
right?
insane.
It is insane.
Holy shit. Damn.
I
Times
didn't have a
changed.
baby, but
You
Shut
had
it.
the baby? Insane.
I've been pregnant for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you have.
Damn. That's actually insane, dude. I'm stoked for you.
I'll post
that
I'll
was
post
already
the. I know, right? The quintessential baby photo.
Alright.
I have to find the right Discord.
Dude, I be making it on these marketing updates.
I don't think you're in.
Featured a few times now. Funny.
I don't think you're in that channel.
I'm only in this. I only have general D&D general memes.
General.
So,
Oh, there we go.
There's
Gonna make
his
me
little
talk about babies again.
his little Batman suit.
oh my god, he's in a Batman suit.
Or not a suit. He's just in a Batman.
It's all right.
Vengeance.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I forgot my shit you rapes. I'm so
Tommy's
sorry
in
about
here.
that. I'm so sorry about that. I forgot my
Tommy
shit
comes
you
in and does a bong rip. People that have never met him like, let's see that bong rip, Tom.
Yes, sir.
He's an assistant manager now. Where are
You
you
better
at?
not do that bong rip in front of me again.
Idaho? You're in Idaho?
Yeah.
He's in Idaho. Yeah. He got some
Dude,
muscles too. He's a
what-
tiny little bitch now.
What a cutie. The bat.
Okay.
Vengeance.
Everyone's a vengeance. You merely adopted the darkness, Batman.
I was born in the darkness.
I was born in the darkness.
My father was a drinker and a fiend. You know what he said to me? Why so serious? You want to know how I got these scars?
Okay, I'm done.
Thank you.
Alright. Hey,
I feel
I'll
like
let you
I
guys
should
get
have
back to
longer.
it.
Later,
I'll
man.
let you guys get back to it.
Have fun.
If I ever see you in here again, you know what's coming.
Yeah. Hey, can you
Of
give me your
course.
best? Give me your best key on the way out.
God damn, it's been a while. Wow.
Take your time. Oh, God.
Yo.
Alright.
I appreciate
the
it.
deal for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Later, Dom.
Alright, later. Peace.
Wow.
I forgot about the random bong rips.
That's so. He's been doing that
How
for
could you forget?
years.
I mean, I didn't forget. It was just I was like, I heard that beep, and I was like, wait a minute, we're
Like,
about to
knew
get a
no one
rando
else-
bong
uh,
rip.
No one else comes in here right now. Yeah.
So it turns out my wife, as long as we're on the topic of bong rips, I found my bong the other day that I haven't used in like 10 years. She put it up in the kitchen cupboard.
Nice.
I was like, oh, you love me. And she's like, yeah.
Oh my
It's so
god.
cute.
Awesome.
If they ever legalize it here. Well, maybe it is legal here. I don't even know anymore. My kids are too young to get
Gotta
stoned all the
check,
time.
man. All right.
Anyway.
So, Observer heard the story. You guys get. How long are you guys sleeping?
That's what I wanted to figure out. What
I need
time
a
is it
full
right now?
Like 1 o'clock
1 p.m. or 1
Yeah.
a.m.?
p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said what time were we meeting, Madam Eva?
Whenever you want.
I thought you said we had to wait until like later in the day.
Oh no.
I was just
Oh.
talking. Like, I don't know.
In that case, I say we just take full rest. Was it 6 hours or 8 hours?
You can do 6 because you'll just be walking around talking.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Then let's
far as you know.
let's do the 6 hours. That's all I need is the 6 hours for a long rest.
Fight Madam Eva. Fight Madam Eva.
Then yeah, everyone
You
go with
guys
a
for
long
6
rest.
hours? So get up around 7 p.m.
How long is
Yep.
the Madame Eva thing?
I can probably do
When do
it
you want
in
to?
like. It just depends. Like I would say it's no more than a half hour. But it's,
I have to get going relatively soon too.
do you? We can save it. Just start off there.
It might be good because I have to drive into work tomorrow and
Yeah, I'd
go
rather
to a
not
baseball
rush it.
game afterwards. Yeah, I'd
So-
rather like give it time because if it is what I think it is, I
Yeah,
wanna
it's kind
give
of a
that
big,
time.
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
So
kind of a big deal.
Alright, so we just take a long rest and call it a night here.
I'll make notes.
Long rest and long rest.
Cool. Thanks, Shatner.
Yeah, thank you guys. The next couple are going to be a lot of fun. Well, the rest of it's just going to be it speeds up and gets going pretty good now. I'm excited for next session and then the one after. So
We get all our health back, right?
yeah, you get everything
Yep.
back now.
All of our spells and everything.
Let me
And
check.
we gained a level, right?
I don't think so. You guys are 3, right?
4. I mean, 5.
No, that's right. You guys are 4.
Yeah, we should be 5.
No, you're
Yeah,
wrong.
we should definitely be 5 at this point.
Oh no.
Well, after those dire wolves.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That was a dire situation.
Oh God. Jeez. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Yep. Later.
Later.